not yet. Good morning. Not Vietnam. Thank you for the follow. Clone number unknown. And Ashton Giggles. I want to know. I can't remember if I sent anything to clone. So anyway, this morning we're going to do the regular. We're going to talk about contests. We're going to do a little building. We're going to travel around and look at houses. Because this is how we do. I am still finishing up writs, so we can talk while I'm writing. Let me see. There are, first things first, the EHN contest is officially done. You can no longer enter it. It was due yesterday. It is currently people are voting on it. So this is their Discord. It's below too, in case you don't get it, but take a look, go to it. They have voting going on. I'm not asking you to vote for mine because that's not my way. But I'm saying, you know, if you want to go and vote, please do. Feel free to plop in a vote for whoever you like. They're doing it by screenshot, which isn't really great for mine, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to win anyway. It doesn't bother me. So, hold on. I'm trying to get this one guy's research going, and then I'll go on to the last. Okay. The next contest is the potato contest due 25th. And here are all of J Hart's contests you can go visit and look at. There. And we'll do a shout out for J Hart too. If you don't already follow him, you should. He is, he always runs a lot of contests. He does building stuff every Friday. He's definitely worth it. So I'm not going to take you to the potato again this week because you've already seen it twice this week. But if you want to talk about potatoes, we can talk about potatoes. The 25th is back to Skyrim for DDA. Divine Design Alliance, and it's Breeze Home. And should you want to join DDA, your person that you need to talk to is Woobin, that guy. And we did Breeze Home for that, and we can work on that a little bit later because I have ideas. There may be a second floor eventually. The next one after that is Parkour on the 28th. I have nothing that I can say for that. That's another J Hart one. Not gonna happen for me. I cannot jump. I look terrible today. For January 30th, we got ETU is doing a winter theme, and January 30th also is resolutions. By J Hart's also doing resolutions, and we've done that with the salad. And that leaves Ouroboros, which I will not be entering, due February 1st. This one is, I'll post the whole thing in chat. There's the link to it, and then also it tells you what types of houses you can enter. And I'm not entering because I'm doing the prizes on NA. So I can show you things for it, but I will not be personally entering it. Oh, so much business. So much business. This is my last character, by the way, that needs to do anything. I'm just doing my writs. And then we've got February 5th. Housing's Finest Builders. The person you would want to talk to about joining would be Viewday. She's also a PCNA, and she would be the one who is, that's her guild that's running it right now, and that would be a hideout for 1 to 2 people, and that is the build that you and I are currently working on. I had some ideas for it yesterday after I logged, and so I'm going to start over on it, but I'm basically going to build a small freestanding hideout in my boulder tree. Hey, Leslax. And then make it big enough for like weapons and poisons and beds and stuff like that, but not big enough to be like super big hideout. You know, it's got to be a hideout. So I started playing with it yesterday, but what I made was way too small, so we're going to try to do something a little bigger. And that would be Housing's Finest Builders. Then February 8th, a DDA again is the love theme, which I have an idea for. That's our Valentine's Day theme. And we'll do that after we finish doing the hideout together. And so that leaves one thing to talk about, which is Chrysea's cobbles on the forums. If you're not a member of the forums, you should join them, because there will be a time at some point in your life that you're going to want to complain about something or you want to weigh in on something and you won't be able to, because you need to request being allowed on the forums, and it can sometimes take a few weeks, which is ridiculous. I don't understand why it took a few weeks for me, and I don't even understand that. Like, it should be instant practically. I don't know why it takes weeks, but you should try to get your account now and be prepared for a point in which you might want to use it. And Chrysea has 3 different cobble showcases up: lights, fountains, and fireplaces. So if you want to submit pictures of your stuff, you should submit them on there and show them off. Share your ideas with the community and make Chrysea feel better, who is a really good person and deserves, you know, she's doing this for us, so we should take advantage of it. And, you know, I want you to know, Zos is paying attention to that thread. They've been pinning those threads every week. And I put in a request for them to make it a monthly, you know, the spotlights, community spotlights, and they said they passed that along to the bosses. So it's entirely possible that may get a lot more attention. So if you want to be a part of that, get your info in, get your pictures up, because you may end up being part of a community spotlight, and that's always fun. I think anyway. All right, time to get on Big Me and do the things. So that's the news of building this morning. Blah. And so we're going to look at a rando as soon as I get on Big Me. Let me see. What do we need on to do that? Turn off my buying stuff because I don't need that. I don't need a lot of these things, but we're going to do them anyway. I'm low on inventory, but I'm not going to force you guys to watch me go shopping, despite the urge that I have to make you do so. I will not do that to you. At some point, maybe, but not now. Okay, let me turn this all off. And then we log in. Big Me. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get that information out there. It's not easy for people. Like, people don't know about it. They don't, you know, all of ZOS is like this. All of ZOS is basically like not user friendly, does not provide information. Like, when, do you know how many times I've had to answer people this question? They don't know how to use the stores, because when they first start playing, when they click E to open up the stores, all they see is a tabard. And I'm like, no, you have to hit R. That's not obvious. And it's like, you know, oh, that's how you do it. And how many times I've answered that question, or people, newbies in zone chat will be asking, why can't I see anything but a tabard in the store? You have to hit R. And that's just one example. There's so many obvious examples that aren't obvious. Information isn't gotten to us. They're not intuitive. And I don't really understand why it is that people who play have to get most of their information from other players instead of getting it from the game itself. I don't get it. The launcher is pretty much useless. They need a better system of getting us news, because that just is, it's too small. It doesn't grab the attention, and it doesn't even have everything on it. But I digress in my complaints. Hammy just messaged me. If anyone does not follow Hammy, you should. Yeah, exactly. See, I didn't even make that up, Figment. You're proving my point. So this is the real horror hamster, a friend of mine. That did not go through right. Ah, I put a space in there. There we go. And you should watch them if you feel like it. They'll get back to ESO eventually. But he just posted a notice to everyone to update Windows 10 ASAP if you have it. Massive security breach.
That is correct.
That is correct. My security breach person, husband, knows these things.
In-house security expert.
In-house security expert. That's what we'll call him. Yeah, Leslax. Sorry, that would be me tagging you and everything. Sorry. But, you know, I've looked at your houses. I wanted to let you know somehow. And I put it in Discord, and I don't know how else to get a hold of people other than Discord and the... Oh, you are most welcome, Leslax. You have an amazing talent. I mean that. I'm happy to show off houses. I mean, you've appeared a bunch of times in my lists. So, in fact, I think I have a few I haven't even finished yet of yours. What else do I have on here? So I did your Coldharbour Scary Cave. I have not yet done your Domus, but it's on the list for today. Your Earth Terror I did. Your Lunar Champion's on the list to be done. I've done your Snow Globe. So, you know, a lot of your houses like got my attention and made me happy and excited. So I want to show you Swankery's later when she gets on. There's two Discord servers for housing. Believe it or not. There is ESO Housing Network, the Discord below. You see, if you scroll down on my page here that you're on right now, there's this one. It's cross server. So you can go PC, Xbox, NA. You pick your channel, and then you can look at all of them or just look at some of them. The other one is Ouroboros. They just started, I think. And their information, I hope you have them somewhere. I hope you have it somewhere. I hate not being able to know. I don't know what... Hold on. Asking people. Here we go. Here is another one. This is that's the link for Ouroboros's post about them. So those are two cross-platform Discord servers. Plus, they also do Um, you have another one up here I haven't looked at yet. They also do Figment's on. Let's look at his. Theirs, sorry. They also do contests, and they're doing one right now, which you can enter. And their contests are, right now, you can either do a pet or farmyard, a village shop, a garden, or an aquarium. So it's wide the hell open. That one's just wide open. The other one is housing's fine. So many different ones. ESO Housing Network currently is voting on. They're voting on the contest entries, one of which I entered. So you don't need to vote for me, but you can head over and take a look at the entries. So there you go. All the informations, you get them all. And here, since Figment's on, I figured they could be our rando of the day. And you can hate me because I keep getting he and they wrong. I'm trying so hard. I'm really bad at this. I'm stealing your cooking fire for a moment so that I can make some stuff I need. Boom. Done. Okay. You're welcome. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I think so too. Wow, you have a crafting house. You're never going to see me again. I'm going to just live here and break all the things. Sorry. It's like catnip for a cat. So, so happy with this. So love this. Okay. This is one of those houses that if you build up, you can get an amazing lakeside view that you otherwise can't get. Oh, that's all right. I don't need a bank. I'm fine. I got a zombie if I need that. But I'm so happy you did this because, and that's brilliant. Because it makes me sad that they don't give us this view even though it's a lakeside house. Why can't we enjoy the lake view? So I'm very pleased when people make this second loft here. Nice use of space too. It may be a crafting house, but it looks, that's a really good use. It may be just a crafting house, but it looks like a real, like it's a farm in the middle of being, like somebody's out there farming at the moment because there's so much in progress. There's a lot of things. Oh, look at the outhouse. There's an outhouse. That's an outhouse, right? Right. That's an outhouse. You need a knob.
Her.
You need a knob so that I can, so you can open it and close it. Or is this just shed? Either way, you should get it. You should add a knob. You have the space. You have 2 slots left. Stick a knob in there. My husband's in the background going, knob, knob. Anyway, yes, it is the prettiest zone. One of, at least. Certainly in Skyrim, it's the prettiest zone for sure. So you've got a very nice Nord interior here.
Nord.
Now he's going Nord.
Nord knob.
It's occupied. What? Well, oh, there is. There is one. There's a knob on it? Okay, let me look. Did I miss it?
It's a wizard staff.
Oh my gosh, it faded in. I totally didn't see it. Yeah, I see it now. My bad. Sorry. But, you know, I'm glad you added a knob. Wow, it is hard to see straight on. But you're right, and it looks realistic because, you know, it would be wooden like that. It wouldn't be like something completely different. So did you intend it to be a shed, or did you intend it to be an outhouse? I'm curious to know. Mm-mm-mm. Important business. Thanks for letting me do my stuff in here. Oh, I love it. Okay, so yeah, maybe. Look at the cups. When somebody goes to the trouble of making them look like they're hanging on a nice rack, you know.
Nice rack.
Knock it off. It's an outhouse. Okay, I was right the first time. I just love it. I love it. It shows that someone cares. It shows that it's detail. It's really well done. For a second there, I'm like, what is that feather doing in the cabinet? And now I realize what was going on. Yeah, and Lord knows we need to be definite. Oh, look at the wash bucket on the wall. I'm like telling you to look at stuff that you made. Luckily, it's not just you I'm speaking to. Otherwise, I would feel really stupid. Right? I do too. It makes it feel real. And anything that makes things feel more real makes me happy. I need to get another one of these knives. I need to put it in for my weapon. That's an orcish knife, right? Orcish. I forget what it's called. Let me see if I can make one. Sorry for the sniffling. I'm still sick. Or trying to kick at whatever the hell this is. All right, so this is an orcish knife, and we're looking at hearth, I guess. I think I could make this. Maybe not. Maybe it's dining. Nope. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. But lovely mistveil. Great rando. I'm wondering what the dog's eating. It looks kind of like a dead bear, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so let's talk about where we're at with our hideaway. So I decided on Boulder Tree. Boulder Tree already had a build in it of it's basically was an orc attack on Bosmer. I removed the effects for the moment and left the build itself, closed off the build, which is because I don't want it in there. I have to add more hedges so that you can't really see it. But it started with ivy to cover it. And then I'm going to add more hedges so that you really can't see it at all. That's my goal. And then I've been sort of just placing cover over the little house I built here, which is just tremendously ugly and not going to do. I have to redo it. But I did like the house. It was very good. And you did a good job with making it double leveled. So this is my rough draft. It's not good enough. I'm going to have to change things. But on the interior, you can see there's a little place to sleep. This is going to have to be much, much bigger in order to include, an alchemy section or a place to put weapons or whatnot. But I haven't decided what the structure should actually look like. And I don't know where to put it. And, the whole deal. It's like it's still so much up in the air. But the basic idea has come to me at this point. So I'm going to do something along the lines of that. Figure it out. I don't know how. But what I can do here is show you a little EHT magic. All right, we're going to do radius. And we're going to select all the things. There we go. And then we're going to do put away, remove items. Okay. And then, so I mean, these I could put away too. I don't need to, but I will. I just shove them there, put them out of the way. But this is generally, I think this will be the spot that I'm going to build it. And I think what I need is, I need to go to Strident Springs and pick up the rest of my orc cover that I didn't use in something else. And then we'll look at another house. Okay, so the first house that I was going to do was, let's do Delphinia's Eld Velothi. I wrote down it was very pretty. And that might work for a garden. I'm not sure, not positive, but we'll see. And yeah, so I don't think I have enough. I don't know what I want to use to shingle. I don't think that boards are enough, but we'll see. Building components. I have too much limestone. Here, these are what I was looking for. These additional all right, so we've gotten what I need. Now let's look at Delphinia's house, and then we'll move on. Delphinia's, I may be spelling Delphinia wrong. No. Oh, she turned it off. Never mind. I'll delete it. The bees need to sometimes watch it, so I kind of don't want to do that. Well, so we'll do an alinor instead. Cyan's alinor, and I have additional floor lovely, which is always good. I love when people break up the architecture. Come on. Okay. And then we'll do a... I need to think about... So I don't want to use rock as a type of build for the hideout because it's too permanent. I want it to look like somebody just threw it together. So that's why I'm starting with tents. Azabi! It's Azabi. Thanks for the follow, Rogan. I'm being silly. But let me see if I can send you something. La, la, la. I don't know how many N's you have in your name in reality. But we're gonna find out, maybe. If you're on NA. Maybe it's only one. Unknown. Maybe you have 2 N's. Tell me how many N's you have and I will send you a present. Okay. So we've got a definitely trophy house because we've got a lot of trophies going on. But look at this aquarium. This is perfect because we needed to talk about aquariums too. Because one of the entry things you can do for Ouroboros is an aquarium. And I don't think there's any effects. No, this is 600 out of 600 items, no effects. But what they're using is blue light to make it look like there's water at the top. And I think they probably buried it underneath the coral. And then they've got A very interesting choice. Toad King! Oh, you're on EU. Boo! I don't have anything on EU or I'd send you something. But hello, Toad. King. King of all toads. Alright, so I think they used incense to... I'm wondering if they're intending this to be... Is that supposed to look like bubbles? Or is it supposed to look like there's maybe a volcanic vent underneath? Because it strikes me more as a volcanic vent. And this is what I'm talking about when I say... And we saw this in the first house, too. We saw this in Figment's house, where people take great care in how they place things. They make it look like it matters to them. So we've got, like, this food has been placed so delicately and so with such, like, not precision, but with such intent. Oh, I can't send you anything on Steam either, but sorry. Usually I just send you a light or something in game. Oh, look at the flowers. All these little tricks that I love to use, they are also using. Alright, so main room. We have a griffin. Dibs on the radish. You can have all the radishes. I don't like radishes. I might eat a beet, but I certainly won't eat a radish. I don't like things that are hot. Here's 2 radishes for you. Have them all. 4. You can be a radish maniac. For all I care. How you doing, Cromwell? I wonder... That's an interesting way to do it. Sinking the light in like that. Makes it look like a kitchen lamp. The coral with white flowers are really pretty, never with it. Yes. You know, I would have thought of mixing 2 different kinds of flowers, but I probably... Oh, shoot. You're right, the radishes are smaller. Look at the terrarium. Yeah, I would have thought to put 2 different colored flowers together, but I would not have thought to put coral and a flower together. So that is very smart. And here's, I've seen people do this. This is that recur. I think this is the recur bedding. Because, okay. Recur bedding, which is a Lux item. Because they have something like this. Is a normal vendor item, but it's not as white. So this one is a recur one, and it makes it look like you have a duvet cover, whatever. I don't know how to say that word. If you guys know how to say that word, feel free. Duvet? Duvet?
Yeah, I believe so.
Duvet. It's possibly a duvet. Okay, so we're up here on the last floor. Good morning. Oh, yes, it's snowing outside here, Penny. Duvet? Thank you, Vodina. So they agree with you. The peanut gallery or the potato gallery agrees with you. So here's what I meant about an additional floor. Cyan did. So we've got a wonderful bubble bath. Now, combining the snow with the steam from an incense makes it look like a bubble bath. This is a trick that you can do. It's just, it makes me so happy. And then for a display, all they did was use some of these retaining walls, these limestone retaining walls. You want the cover? You can have all the snow you want. Or you mean the duvet. Yeah. I was like, you can have all the snow. I don't care. And this would be, I'd assume, a sink. So there we go. Yeah, it was really cold in our house last night. I had to get up several times because my cat, my sick kitty, is always hungry. And he just eats all his food, and I end up having to feed him several times during the night. And he's not very patient about it. He's kind of an asshole. Yeah, but adding an extra floor is really smart. Yeah, you can do that. Now, I'll show you what I did with mine. I did not mess with that last piece, but I did add something in here you might like in this portion of the garden. Yeah, I know. Good use of Meridia. Now, I'll show you mine real quick. It's a loft, I guess, Vinter. That would be what, and by adding the floor, it's no longer a loft. When you fill out the rest of the floor with, you know, a floor, it is no longer a loft. Yeah, lofts are annoying because you end up hearing everything from the house below. I would totally give you my dwarven items if I could. I have too many. So this was intended to be a museum. This is the Tamriel World Museum. Let me make sure that my permissions are right, because they never are. Oh, look at that. Permissions might be fixed. Yes, a loft. So we're in a museum, and this is supposed to be Nord, and this is supposed to be Breton, and, you know, this isn't really what I'm showing you, so I'm going to rush through this. This is my elven area. Oh, they're bound, or I'd send them to you, believe me. And then Bosmer, Argonian, Dwarven, as we were just talking about. Bound, though. Sorry. And Khajiiti, Orcish, Clockwork. So, you know, it's a museum. It's not anything terribly special. Redguard. And then this is what I'm trying to show you. Yeah, Crown Store. If you buy something from the Crown Store, typically it's bound. So I did little mini gardens here. And then we have just a little eating nook and a statue. But this is what I came here to show you. This is this. This is, I hate that you cannot have a beautiful, you can't have a good view. There is no good view from here. So I decided to build up and get over the fences so that you can see over the fence and have a beautiful view. So here you go. That's what I did. So if you want to build structures to defeat what the house's limitations are, this would be one of the ways you can do it. If that helps. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me show you something. There is a great furnishing site, which probably most of you know about. It's called Lovely North. And it's good because not only does it show you the achievement furnishings and where to get them, they also show you the regular furnishings, like the rock, the stone, the boxes, the logs, you know, all the basic stuff that you need to build with. I'm tempted to do a bunch of them with just do it with tarps, because I want it to seem kind of impermanent, because it's a hideout. It's not supposed to, like, be there a long time, but I think there's some tarps and reapers, so I'll go there and buy them. But that's a great site. You should bookmark it, because I refer to it all the time, because as we were talking about yesterday, if you were on for that, is how to decide what to do for a house that's in a competition. And the first question is, do you have a house that fits the theme already? The second question is, do you have a house you can modify? The third item is, which house do I use that's empty? Does it need a yard? Number 4, go through the items you already own. And then 5 is start looking at materials from vendors. Yes, ESO fashion is great too. More complete, but it's not as good for categories. Like, you can't just say, I want to see all of the plants that are buyable by vendors. You know what I mean? You can't really do that. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll go over these steps more than once. I just wanted to quickly refer to what step I'm at with this is thinking about buying, because I'm a moron. I didn't realize that they don't have tarps on this one. I perhaps should have read what I just looked at. All right, let's look at another house while I'm beating myself up, as I do. Yeah, try to keep it cheap. All right, the next one is Amaya, Barbator X's Amaya, because it has gardening. And we're looking at it. Oh, no. I'll remove that too. This is the one problem with my lists. Okay, we'll do Aeon Nomad's Ample, perhaps. Hey, Treeble. Formerly known as. So Aeon Nomad, who I think quit because they were studying for the bar exam. And let me tell you, that's a good reason to quit. Speaking from experience. They had to put their full attention to studying for the bar. So this is a ample domicile, and it's a khajiiti type bazaar. So for market, this might work, if this gives you some ideas. Okay, so here you go. It's a khajiit bazaar. And what I love about it is, maybe it's just me, but I love the idea of like putting all of one type of item in one place and like separating them out. So having all the different pottery here, lights and candles here, food here, some treasure, display cases with stuff in them already, wooden furnishings, dwarven stuff, desserts, pets, great usage of the busts that I'll never get. Look at this guy just poking out with his little arms like that. And paintings. So we've got a real bazaar here, and everything placed looking like it's just sort of laying there. And what's interesting about that is that, and I say this every time, it's a lot harder to make things look naturally just like they're laying there than you might think. So, and then the interior, they've re-landscaped, because there's no grass or anything in here, but they put some down, and it looks like, I'm not really sure what's supposed to go on in here other than you can buy some bananas. I think maybe a monkey lives in here. I'm not really sure. I still haven't quite figured that one out. But regardless. So where does Lovely North say I can get my tarps? It doesn't. After all that, I didn't get where I can get them. Where's an easy one to get to? Alec here, maybe. What's canon now? The monkeys? So, I was initially going to modify one of my houses for this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, treeble. Should just change it back. You know? People aren't going to respect that. You're treeble. Oh, monkeys. Monkeys! I'm not a big monkey fan. That's the truth. I don't really love monkeys. But they can be used in a cute way.
People say they're messing around.
Mm-hmm. They're monkeying around.
They're too busy to put anyone down, but not you.
Thank you.
You're putting them down.
I don't like monkeys. So we're gonna go to the alinor vendor and hopefully get some tarps. This one is in Kozanset, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's where it is. Home's good for you. Rosika, you better have my stuff. Tarps, 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 tarps. There we go. Let's buy some tarps. And one tea table and one stool. So much good stuff. Hey, Biyushi. You're never stalky. Well, maybe you are, but I don't know. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, so that'll do. That'll do for what we're working on. So let's look at another house while we're... Don't want to do swankery when she's not here. I was going to do your blackvine figment, but I'm going to hold off on that because I did one of yours. We can do tactical AFKs, though. Oh, enjoy. I know that's good. So we've got tactical AFKs, remodel of blackvine. Been showing a lot of their stuff. I wish they would come and watch, or I could interact, because I'm sure I have questions that I could ask them. So I'm trying to decide how to do this hideout, but we'll see. I'm thinking just using the orc tent thingers and then putting tarps on either side. Oh, did you? I'll take it down. Okay. Well, I liked it. I'll tell you what I said about it. I said it was mushroomy and that there was a great second floor. So it has been removed. So this is Tactical AFK's blackvine, believe it or not. Really re-landscaped into something more, you know, like if you want to get your books ruined because it's outside. Just kidding. And they combined, this furnishing does not have this light in it normally, but they put that achievement light in there. And this is just a nice little patio. The only thing I would have done differently here is I would have raised up the patio because there's a gorgeous view of the river right next to us. So, you know, most people don't know about that though, so I can't throw any stones. And what I like about this is that Tactical has reskinned the interior. The interior is sort of more rounded than this. This is straight. Oh, okay. No, I'm right there with you, Bayushi. Sure, Treeble. Wait, haven't I been there? I think I've been there, Treep. Yeah, I think I've been there. I remember it. So, if you have a different one I could look at. Or I'll look at that one if you don't. Okay, so, we've got, see, this indent is kind of over here too, but by putting the bookcases, they've covered that up. So they make it more of a chapel almost. It's really pretty. Blackvine has, yes, good reminder. I will read that out loud. Reminder, tomorrow is a Bethesda Twitch stream announcing the new ESO things this year, and if your Twitch is linked to your account, you'll get a pet bat in-game, assuming enough people watch live, which they will. I will link the Bethesda. This will be the stream you'll need to watch. Okay? If you want to link it, I don't remember how to do it. But I think you need to do it through, maybe through Twitch? I'm not sure. You'd have to check both of them. I can't recall where you link it because I did it only once. But starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. Look at Cromwell having all the news. Thank you, Cromwell. Let me show you what this normally looks like, and why I like this one better. I did a chapel as well. Mine was mostly effects. I tried to redo architecture with effects. So, well, that would be funny, but it's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. People will go nuts. They'll be like, "That's not accurate. That's not in the lore. That's not canon. There's no baseball." You know how it goes.
There's no crying in baseball.
There's no ESO in baseball and vice versa. Okay, so this is mine. I want one of those too. Oh, God. Not like that. So this is a trick you can use. Having your Nixads or other pets holding lamps. Little cute trick. But I also did not use I need to build something here so you all can see the river because I kind of didn't do it. But here's what I'm talking about with the shape of the house. The house is normally shaped like this. I'll turn off the effects so you can see it more clearly. And by adding those libraries, they cut off this rounded side and made it more house-shaped, typical house shape. There's a little bit of a divot here that they kept, but for the most part, they did this. So this is that off? No. Okay. So there you go. That's why what this house normally looks like. Okay, so let me just throw some things down in Boulder Tree and then we'll look at the next thing. Just give me a moment. Quick bio break. So what I'm thinking is that this would be, like a hideout should be more temporary looking, I think. So I wanted to use the tents. I think I'll use more than one tent. I don't know if I'll use 3 or not, but it's a possibility. Obviously this is a rough draft, so I'm not putting things in, you know, the way I would normally do it, which is with EHT and careful. So, and then covering the walls with tarps, because I would, oh, okay. Yeah, there's a nice view here too. Because I don't think that the thieves or the people on the run would really go to the trouble of making like a nice hideout. At least in the story in my head, they are just kind of throwing it together. And then they're going to try to camouflage it a little bit. Yeah, that's more like what I was thinking. And then conservatory. It's supposed to look not real. I mean, this is not supposed to look real. And then a little table inside. Probably a little campfire or something. I'm thinking really low, like low, what's the word? Like not a quite expensive house at all, like a cheap ass house. And then wherever the fire or the whatever is, I'll put some food. I mean, I know people are going to end up doing stuff that's way more impressive than what I'm doing, but that's kind of okay. So then where do we hide the loot? I think we hide the loot out back, and we put some more hedges around that, but not completely covering it, just mostly covering it, if I could see. Yeah. So this is rough drafty, so don't expect anything, you know, good about this, but I think you can walk. I don't think this has collision. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Why is this tree on this angle? That's stupid. Don't be on that angle. All right, and then we'll look at another house. So I think this will work. I'm not really hung up on it being great. Since we're working in Boulder Free, we can just skip on to, I looked at one of his. Let's go to Cute Kitty's Coldharbour, if it's still up. Actually, I want to check something first, because I don't want to go to Cute Kitty's Coldharbour if it's not an open house, because I think she gets, I don't think she uses EHT, so let's just cut that one. We can do glassids. I know he's okay with me looking at his stuff. We'll do glassids Coldharbour. And that is a beautiful freestanding. I just started using dry shampoo, and I'm not a fan. It just doesn't seem to be doing it for me. Okay. Here we go. So Glassid is super talented architecturally. Look at that house. So that tree is a cobalt tree that you can get from the Crown store. If you're going to base a house around anything, something that's stunning, this fabricant blue tree is a good choice, I think. Nice fountain outside. Placed it for dummies to fight dummies. And then we've got like so this is a good example of what I've been talking about specific choices you make about limited items. So for example, these butterflies, you only have 2 sets. Where are you going to put them? You should use them where they would have the most impact. And here I would think right at the beginning by these lights, not only is it logical, but it's kind of like a first impression as you first come in. Gives you a feeling of more like a fairy type magical place. And I think that's good choices of where you place things. I don't know if this advice means anything to anybody, but this is just stuff I think about. Now they used hedges here, in case you're wondering. This is all hedges that they buried into the ground to make it look like grass. And since you're not walking over this section, then it doesn't make much difference. It looks fine. But there are other options. Another really good use, a really good choice is there's a couple of trees that you can bury in the ground that look like grass. A little bit more realistically, but it doesn't matter here. Okay, so we're on the 2nd floor. And they built this nice little balcony with, and this is what I'm talking about, with a certain kind of, what's the word? Like his ability with architecture, because I never would have thought to have stairs down like this and this is all probably made out of the same thing, to the balcony. Like, why I wouldn't have a step down. It wouldn't have occurred to me, but yet it looks really good. So, and then they made stairs out of, these are all clockwork things you can buy from the vendors there. They better not be eating the guar, or there's gonna be some bloodshed. Okay, and then this plank over here, and then it goes up to the next floor with circular or spiral staircases, which I just think is beautiful. All right, so we're on the next floor, and we have trophies. A trophy house. Talk about a trophy house. I hope that's all it was. And they shouldn't have to steal. They should be just given it. Because bantam guars are cute. Cute. I mean, guar are cute just to begin with, but bantam guar, even better. Baby. Bayushi, you're so messed up. Messed up. All right. Woo! Fell down. So you get the idea. This is a trophy house, but a spectacular trophy house, and I really like it. I need to see what's on the next floor on this side. Storage. Okay, this makes sense. Storage house. Desk for their office. Nice view. Another step up to bedroom. You're evil. Oh, and this brings you back to here. Okay. So it's essentially a home. Look at the goat just chilling. The goats with you know, all of the normal home aspects like bed, desk, you know, that kind of thing. But it also has it's just hand built and hand built to be beautiful. So I'm a fan. I go whoosh. Kidding. Gotta go pick some things up at my Hundings and then we'll move on. Okay. And then we will look at Ultra Kittens Cyrodiilic. Okay. I'm just picking stuff up here. Things I want to have in the hideout. I put some things here temporarily, but I've been picking at this build, like pulling little bits out of it for some time now, and it's just embarrassing, but it's the reality is I preach to not take apart builds, and then sometimes I do it anyway. Okay, so this is where I left the stuff. I don't know that I'm going to use some of this stuff, but if nothing else, I can put it away. Okay. I'm not going to use that giant keg, so we could put the keg in here, which I'm glad. I've been taking so much out that I can actually put something back in is kind of nice. There we go. But I want it to be a real keg, not a fake keg. Mister, you know better than that. And then I was going to put this down. That. As a do not go this way. All right. I never noticed how crappy the roof was in this building. Huh. Oh, Mr. Savity Doom. Oh, derp. Yeah, that's Mr. Doom. Yep. He's working from home today.
Working.
I did say it was snowing out, but that's not why he did. But I think we might. If you go, can you give me a croissant?
Yes.
Thank you. So this is a cyrodiilic. This is Ultra Kittens, and I wrote that this is a double layer cave. So I believe that Ultra Kitten actually completely redecorated this to look something nothing like it normally does. No, he's gonna go. He's gonna go on a run because he loves me. He's like that. Good guy. All right, so this cave is actually cyrodiilic, believe it or not. If you couldn't it's actually a really good use of the space, believe it or not. It shows you just how much space you have that you can build in here and not even go inside the house. But they've got a little, I guess this would be a perfect hideout, wouldn't it? And then here's the second floor I was just talking about. And, you know, waterfall, it's beautiful. And then you just walk across that little section and you got Ferrari here. And more waterfalls. Oh, take a shower. So this for your hideout here, you know, if you're doing that contest, there you go. I mean, I think this is a perfect example. Let me put down hideout. This, of course, makes me want to have, like, you know, ramps across and everything, but I don't think that would work in what I'm building. And the next one, if Leslax is still here, we'll do their domus. If Leslax is not here, we will wait. Because I already had them on my list for doing the domus today, but I don't want them to miss it. Oh, Leslax is here. We'll do yours next. We're going to do domus next. If you don't mind. I wrote down that it's cluttery perfection. Okay, so I got to move that fire. That fire was there for a reason for the previous build, but I think it's going to just be too distracting to be right there. I'm going to have to move it. I hate how vines have ridiculous hitboxes. They make me crazy. So big. The biggest hitboxes ever known to man. All right, lights. Okay, that brazier now is going to go away. Your Nord Vampire's tailor shop. Ikley? In Kvatch against the Maze? I don't get it. What do you mean Ikley? Am I reading that wrong? I has a dumb, so don't take it personally. I'm just gonna stick these and get them out of the way. Oh, in character, okay. Sorry, I'm not good at those. I don't know those terms, you know? Oh, that came right through. Don't come right through. Not that it matters, since I'm just doing a random throw things down on the ground kind of thing. Okay, poison satchel. Yeah, that makes me want to do that too, but I don't have it in me to make something like that right now. I really don't. Wish I did. Now these are not going to be lit if I use them. That will be though. I don't know. This I'll put back here with the stolen stuff, I guess. All right, I think that's everything that I gathered. Blade of woe. Whoa! Hey, Charlemagne. You are welcome. Most welcome. All right, we are off to see the next house. Oh, just so you know, in case this is more your thing, it's fine with me. Jay Hart just announced he's tanking through VMA on his channel right now if you want to watch him suffer. So let's go to Les Lax's. That's actually what he said. He said if you want to watch me suffer. I am not adding that. Which add-ons? A lot of them. Are you talking just housing add-ons, or are you talking like all add-ons, or what? Because I have a ton of add-ons. I'm an old-fashioned. Yeah, that's what he says. He's gonna do VMA. Here. This is his channel. His channel, in case you're interested. Oh, okay. You never used Omni on PC. Well, I have a lot, as you can see. It's hard to. I would need to know, like, if you're talking about. Hey, Lislex, you're here. Okay, I'll take the whole cart. Is that okay with you folks? I'm just gonna take off with Izabi and Fazez, and that'll be that. You'll never see them again. You look like the nicest, prettiest vampire I've ever seen. How do you keep your skin so nice as a vampire, Leslex? You really do look good. Do you drink the Bloody Maras? Is that how you do it? Curious. Okay, so I had the base program would be Minion. It doesn't necessarily help you use them, but it'll install them, find them for you, whatever. So what you would do is go to... Hold on, I'll just give you the link. Unless you have a Mac. In which case you're screwed.
Minion works on the Mac.
Does it work on the
Mac? Yeah, we use it.
Okay, I lied.
You do that.
I do that.
Lying lie, everybody.
I am. This is the link to Minion. If I knew. There you go. That's what you want. That is where to start with your add-on journey. Okay. And so this, for a vampire, I mean, I guess the vampire does not kill people. You're most welcome, Charlemagne. My UI that looks different, a lot of people ask about, that is called Oblivion style, in case you're curious. So I'm hoping that this vampire only eats like birds and deer, and I'm not going to be nommed shortly. That's my hope. They also sell stuff. Oh, look at this mailbox! Oh my god, I'm squeeing. Look at this mailbox. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen this before. That is flippin' adorable. Oh my god. So you used an Alinor jewelry box on a stack of a pole, and then with the key blank, I guess, as the saying that, you know, what is that called? The flag. The flag. So cool. I love that. Okay, that just made me squee. Yeah, I don't blame you. That is awesome. Okay, so now I recall. See? Look at this clutter perfection. Look at it. Look at this clutter. I love the clutter. This is why this was on my list, because if you look at how intentionally and carefully everything was laid out, with like almost to tell a story, Every little thing, all of it, just beautifully selected and placed and, you know, thought about, and the shelves are filled. I mean, everything in here is just, it's exactly what I would love to have for clutter. Yeah, right? It's great. You have the double-eared kitty. She kind of creeps me out. I'm going to be honest. Like, Andy, look at this cat and tell me it doesn't creep you out. It's supposed to be a magic cat. I forget what the name of it, but it's got 4 ears, and it's really kind of creepy.
It's weird. It looks like a glitch almost.
Yeah, no, but they sell them like that. That's the, I forget what they're called, but a specific kind of kitty. Other than a magical, it's like a magical gross kitty. Sorry, but they are gross to me. I don't know what it is. It's the 4 ears that just do me in. Okay, and then a back dressing room. I probably knew about this at some point, but I forgot. Bayushi, my friend, just said hi, Andy.
Hello.
He said hello. What is this? What did you sink into the ground here? Is that like a statue upside down? Moon temple pad. Oh, look at you. Smart. Okay, neat. I guess that would make sense with the moon thinger right here, right? 400 out of 400. And I see where a lot of them went. To your books. It's a portal. Prong-eared grimalkin is the name of the cat. I'd say. Prong. Prong. Sorry, it's just a funny word. Prong. So, yeah, a bunch of your item count clearly went to the books. But, you know, looks good. And a Brotherhood wolf head. That's what I was trying to figure out what that was. So, thank you. I was trying to figure out what that silvery disc was. Okay, so I often say to do this, hang your pots from your cabinets. It makes it look like a real kitchen. And stacking plates too. So the plates, bowls, just stacking them. Look at the very deliberate way that rolling pin is set. It looks like it's just naturally laying there, but it's so intentionally put there, and it looks great. You know, it looks natural, but it's also, you know, as a builder, you can look at that and appreciate that somebody thought about it enough to turn it enough that you could see it just a little bit. And that's, you know, I always appreciate that. The little touches. Oh, perfect spot for an alchemist with plants on here. And the little bonsai. See, I don't want anything this fancy for mine, for the alchemy stuff in the hideout, but I do want to have some of this stuff. Okay. And then I'm assuming this is a bedroom. Oh, bathroom. And a shrine. And what kind of pet is that? I don't even know. But this is an example of what I preach. You know? Tubby. Great job. I'm actually really happy with this house, so good job. There's a coffin in the other drape in there. Okay, let me find it. I'm bad at finding things. Oh, yeah, you found that's a, yep, you're a vampire. Good job, you're a vampire. All right, let's go to Lynch, my Grand Topol real quick and pick up some lights. Good job. Really, Leslox, I mean, and this is the God's honest truth. I really did pick it before I even knew you were in my channel. It was on my list. That's not addiction. That's happiness, isn't it? That'd be like having a pizza next to the bed. I'm okay with that. All right. Yes, less lax. Really good job. All right. On we go. And I want some really natural, cheap ass looking stuff here. Let's see. What looks natural yet cheap? No, that's too. I want a Nord one. If I had a Nord one, that would be good. Candles will work though. Candles would be good. Those will be fine. More than enough, I think. Well, if the claw fits, I mean, I guess. Not to be rude or anything. All right. Not gonna need those. Not gonna need this. Might need this, but don't think so. The nice thing about this is that magic sorter will put all of this where it belongs. So I can just dump it in this house and it'll magically, when I run it, put it all where it belongs. And I don't even have to think about it, which is wonderful. It pleases me greatly. Okay, good enough. Next. Closing off that domus. I don't want to do an earth tear today. They're too big. All right, let's do Monkey Me's Exorcised. I need energy to be able to do these big houses. I'm like, ugh. I don't know if I can do this one today for the erstwhile, you know? Or earth tear. Okay. So this is Monkey Me, who did, what did I write down for this? Swampy / mushroom area with a second floor. But it's still got the scary, because it's got the, you know, skulls and the witch totems and whatnot. But it's more swampy. That's not an effect, by the way. That's actually the witch's hagfen that they left there in the middle. Yes, trees and mushrooms. And these are the neat ones. I think these are from the Crown store. The ones that grow like lichen almost. But definitely witchy. And here's a little sneaky cave. Look at all of what you can fit in an exorcised. I'm always surprised at how big you can make exorcised. It's always kind of surprising to me. So you know you have a separate cave thing right here around the cabin. Yeah. I don't know if we can get in the cabin. I think it might be sealed. trying to tell. It's hard to tell with all the leaves everywhere. Nope, you can go in. Wait, no, you can't. You can see in a little bit through the window. And this window. And here's the door. Derp. We've got a rooster. And all sorts of symbolism. A nice interior. And then here's the second floor I was telling you about. An interior second floor to the cabin. Plenty of space in here to do it too. And with some left over. So they've got a little, you know, cooking area. And herbal area. So there you go. Hey, how's it going, Coffee Town? I am almost out of you, but I am not quite. Okay. The next thing I wanted to grab was, I want to see if I can get some more stuff that looks like herbs, and if I can't, I'm going to have to buy some. And then the next place we'll look at is Research Monkey's Flaming Mix. Oh, that one? The witchy one? Yeah. But it's Crown Store, because of course it is. Of course it is. All right. So I was thinking when I was kind of inspired by one of those houses we just looked at where the person used the one of the items was the spices from elsewhere. I might do that. I don't know. So we will see. Mortar and pestle will be good for herby area. Okay, hub. Next is Research Monkey's Rumpelstiltskin. And this will be a fast one because it's Flaming Nick. I hope I spelled that right. You hear the noise? Whatever could that be? Thank you.
I have shoes on.
Aww. You are appreciated, my dear. I cracked my lip this morning, so I've been putting on a lot of... God, everything's so dry. I hate winter. All right. So this is Research Monkey. So, of course, there are dead bunnies that don't look dead. This is supposed to be Rumpelstiltskin. Yes, coffee time. I finished you. You are now eated. Drink. Whatever. So here's the treasure that Rumpelstiltskin demands. And here is it Goldilocks? What the hell is the princess's name who has to spin to gold? Oh, see you later, Bayushi. Have a good time. And that would probably be Rumpelstiltskin. All right, so what's the name of the princess in Rumpelstiltskin? That's a good question.
No princess.
What is her name? Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin girl name. What is her name?
It's the miller's daughter.
The miller's daughter? They never give her a name? Wow, they never give her a name. Well, we learned something today. That there is no name. All right. I'm going to make some stuff. Yeah, that could be why. This is how I live my life. Thinking of weird questions and then looking them up. That is how I learn. Okay. All right, so this is my crafting house. We'll make it quick though. You've all seen this 100 times, but I need to make stuff, and I like to go to my own crafting house sometimes. So here we go. I'm gonna make some seasoning. Oh yeah, that's maybe, I don't know. Okay, what color do we want? We can do all three. Why not? Craft. 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 Okay, we got 3 of those now. And then I guess I'll need some little crappy furniture. Maybe. And then we'll go to another house, which would be Goranir is too big for me today. I'm like burnt out on them. We can do Sammy Samo's Lunar Champion. All right, so we don't want real furniture because real furniture would look permanent, and we don't want permanence. We want crappy, thrown together. Perhaps a mat. We'll see. Some rough furniture. No pillows. They're not lucky enough for pillows. All right, that'll do for now. I think. All right, so Sammy Samo's. If I spelled that wrong, I totally know I spelled that wrong. Actually, let's just do Silver Wretch because that's the one I had picked. Silver Wretch Lunar Champion, which I said was broken up. The first room was broken up really well. No 2 R's. There we go. Let me delete an R here. I am building a hideout for a person who's running from the law, and I'm gonna make them like, you know, they're in a hideout, but it's not gonna be a permanent hideout. It's just a thrown together hideout. So this is Silver Wretches, and already you can see, look at how great this front room is. Hey Swanks, they broke it up in such a way. It's good that you're here, then I don't have to skip over some of your houses I was gonna do. Okay, so false doors are great, but I love how they broke up this front area so that it looks like there's a village in here. That's true. But I don't, that might work. I have to look into it. Um, and these look like boarded up windows almost. Doesn't it look like a little town? I mean, maybe that's just me, but I think it looks like a little town. Let me just add town to this word. Yep, yep, yep. This is Hall of the Lunar. Yeah. Yeah, no, I grabbed some of those. We're going to try them out. Nothing's permanent yet, though. We're still on the just tossed together part. You know, this is awfully filled up for something that is, you know, only 700 out of 700. It looks like you have more space than you perhaps do. So, like, these are some of the things I'm going to need to put on there. Some of these, I know they're expensive type alchemy stuff, but if they're making poisons, they're going to need it. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Wow, there is a lot here. Look at all that's here. So I'm assuming this isn't just a crafting area, but also a marketplace somewhat, because it looks like it's all set up for people to buy things from, but I could be wrong. And then I saw a pathway over here. Didn't you just leave?
Yeah, I forgot your color.
Oh.
The coworker's asking something.
And here's Parari's little stolen area. And I like this. Oh, how pretty. Oh, that's great. Using the red ivy as almost like garlands over the arms. Isn't that nice? And then stairway down into the waterfall. And I love this. You'd get so wet, your furniture would get totally warped, and I love it. I mean, just having a waterfall right below you. The sound, it would be so loud. But I guess, talk about white noise, you'd fall asleep. Yeah. I always think of these things in realistic terms. I'm like, that would never work. But then I'm like, oh, it's fantasy, Karen. Get over yourself. I know. All right. Right? Okay, so this is the second area. Wow. Really nice color grouping of the blue. And this will be a trophy room then. It's true. You would stay moist. Moist. This whole room section is blue. Very nice. Does everyone close off this section? Or is it just my imagination? Or is that part just actually closed off? Like in the house itself? Because I don't have this section open. And a cute little area to sit and do your thing. And then this is the hall's last piece, which is the lions, whatever. It is closed off, okay. All right, this is my favorite section. I haven't done much with it yet, but I want to. Whee! Jump off. More garland work. And a nice bedroom. All right, what was the next thing I was thinking of? workshop, maybe? All right, so I wanted to look at Swankery's barbed hook, but Swankery wasn't here, but now she is, so now we can look at it. All right, so I need things here. What do I need? A flask, a titration, a clockwork thinger. What? What? This is the healthy little guy. All right, so let's go to Swankery's barbed hook and then we'll start making that hideout for real. I shouldn't have left those boards in the other room, other house. I'm gonna have to pick them up. All right, so for Swankery's barbed hook, I wrote fireplace, nice fireplace. It's a reskin and it has a fountain. So those are probably cobbled, knowing Swank. Yeah. So the reskin is the walls, mostly done with, wow. You've got Alinor backs of libraries. For Housing's Finest Builders contest. They're another guild that I'm a member of. And then you reskinned also with that clockwork stuff, carpeting. Oh, wow. Those Halalu clerk things. 99 out of 100. How'd you do this with space like this? I mean, you only had 100 items and you made it like a friggin' castle. It's stunning. And then did this win? It should have won. And that's beautiful. Can you believe all of this stuff? Oh, you have EHT in here? When did you upload it? Or do you want to mail it to me or something and I can come back? Yesterday? To the community? I don't know why I'm not getting stuff from the community. Do I not? I obviously have it on. I must have it on. Yeah, it says it's on. Yeah, I got it. Weird. I'm not sure what's going on. But yes, it's very fancy. Holy crap, how did you make that? What? Okay, that's the incense. But, is it? What are those two little... What did you make those out of? Are they all incense? Like, what did you make the cigarette butts out of? Okay. Fish poles. Never would have guessed it. Beautiful. Very swanky. Get it? Sorry. That was terrible. I should get punched for that. All right. Oh, wait, no. I need to grab my boards. Okay. Okay. Just a couple of these just in case, because I realized what I want to do. And then the one after this will be Wur's Potentates, which is a big property, but I think I just really want to show you something specific. They came up with a brilliant way of dealing with those ugly green crystals sticking out of the pool. I mean, if you think they're ugly. If you don't, then it doesn't really matter, but you get the idea. Oh, I went to the wrong place. This is my library. I didn't mean to go here. However, it's a good thing I did because I have some things I needed. Maybe. What's that? Oh, that's the library thing. All right. Didn't mean to do that, so let's go to Wur. Potentates. I wrote down cobbles, effects, replaced the green things. Okay. So look at the walls. We've got wallpapered walls already, some reskinning. Somebody hates the the mold as much as I do, it appears to be. We've got a fireplace here, cobble, using those psijic tables, and some other items. These must be lamps, maybe those alinor lamps. I don't know what this top piece is. The one with Sheo sitting in it. It's got to be some sort of platform of some type. All the library books on the ground. Okay, so they did leave some of the moss. You cannot reskin this entire place and then have enough slots to do what you want to do, I don't think. Okay. Check out this couch. That couch is stunning. And it's really just, I think these are orcish, just the orcish platforms, honestly. And then just lots of pillows on top. And then this is a display case. So this is a square display case with one of the diamond-shaped ones on top. You can see the legs, but I'm not sure that it really matters. You know? And then this reminded me of Swankery. This coffee and coffee maker. I made something like that once. That's nice. Yeah, this is really beautiful. And look at the cake, the cheesecake. Very, very pretty. Everybody's got that four-eared cat. It's creepy. It's like it's following me. And a very pretty centerpiece. Coffee maker! Coffee's so happy that there's a coffee maker. Here's another fireplace. And a bedroom with a Vivek's bed. They should give him his bed back. Well, I guess he's a... Look at the toilet. Oh my god. And the toilet paper holder is amazing. Tell me that's not amazing. Word totally has a sense of humor. Look at that lamp. And the detail of all the toilet paper in the little cubby holes. Another fireplace. This one is stunning. Reskin the roof. There's a lot going on in this house. It really, there's just so much to talk about. Yeah, look at the basket knocked over with stuff happening. Okay, so this is the part I really wanted to show you, is once we get outside. Because I think it's genius. Look at it. Look what he did. What they did. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just a stroke of absolute brilliance? It looks like, I mean, even adding the broken down pieces on the side to make it look more natural. It's brilliant. It's a great idea. And I love it. So smart. Did they close off the grotto? Okay. Maybe one day my husband will make me a grotto.
Hello.
You're gonna wave a wand and go, boom, you're a grotto. Okay. So, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that this is pure genius, but I do think it's pure genius. Because if I bought this house, I would hate the crystals. And just having this cover it so believably makes me happy. And carrying it through by putting additional broken ones elsewhere, just, oh, so smart. Yes, I am super impressed. And it looks like they put rocks underwater too to cover them up. At the base. And then look, just sinking in a little other thing. So smart. I love it. I love it. It's genius. You're a genius. And if I ever get this house, which I don't think I will copy the shit out of this. Yeah, it does. I may not use those pillars, but I would copy the shit out of it in the sense of putting something over it. I think you could put temples over it. You could do a lot of different things. Maybe make giant coral. Something like that. There's a lot of different options, but I think that this really shows what I had in mind. Covering it up. So let's go back to my boulder tree. I want to actually properly build this now. Now, I was talking to, well, Cardi sent me a message about organize / snap to commands with using them with EHT, but in the particular process that I was trying to do, it mattered which side of it snapped to, and I had trouble setting it. Hard to explain, but I'm going to see if I can use it here. If I can't, I can't, you know? I personally just build a floor, but he's encouraging me to use the snap, so I'll try it. See, you know, what's the worst that can happen? So now that I have a general idea, we're going to just pull this shit up again, because I need to make the floor. Or I need to make, yeah, the floor. So I know I spent all that time putting it down, but I had to see it, you know? If I didn't have it, if I couldn't see it, I wouldn't have been able to think it through and realize I need a floor. Okay. Okay. So here's the tents. Let's see if I can snap these tents. Did I not pick up the other one? Am I losing my damn mind? I thought I had, oh, they put it on top of each other. Okay. Did not want that. Okay, so we got O, and then we'll do snap together. Probably doing this wrong. Snap, not to that. It doesn't look snap to me. Or if it is, it doesn't look right. No, this is too complicated for me to figure out on the stream. I'm gonna do the way that I always do. Sorry. Just proof positive that everything does not come naturally. Sometimes you just have to fiddle with it. Now this isn't gonna do it the way that I want it, so I'm gonna have to fiddle with it in terms of item orientation. But to begin with, we'll do that. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't want it to be this way. I want it to be to the sides. So first things first, item spacing should be less than it is. It's got a bigger hitbox than the item is, so I'm going to put it as -1. Then I'm going to try 90 roll. I could be wrong. Yeah, see, roll's wrong. So we put it at 0. Try yaw. Yaw is right. And this is what I wanted. He tried to explain it to me, but I don't understand the little, like the little nuances of once you snap it together. I get the other part, but I don't, I mean, I get the first part. Whatever. I can't speak. Oh. Okay, so this is what we wanted. What I wanted was, where did the other one go? Did they just snap on top of each other? No. What the hell happened here? Oh, I pushed it too far back is what I did. There. So this is the size that I think will work. It can't be in the, I could always move the treasure. I've played with it. It just isn't necessarily intuitive. Not to pick on Cardi, because Lord knows I'm not, but it's not intuitive to me. But you're speaking to somebody who had to take algebra twice, so. Because I was so bad at it. No one ever said that I was smart.
I did.
You were wrong. I appreciate it, but you're wrong. Okay, so rough planks. We're going to do 3 items. Actually, I should reset this. 3 items, 3 long, 1 wide, build. Wrong way. Haha, thank you. But I'm not going to tell him that because he's wrong. Slankery just said you're right. And I said I didn't want to tell you that because you're wrong.
Good way to not tell me it.
Hey, Lavathi. Yeah, shut up. No one likes you picking on me. All right, so. All right, here we got it. We've got the floor. This is as simple as this seems, this took me a long time to figure out how to do it. And even now I'm playing around with it a little bit. You know? I need to move that fern. Move that fern. Vern. All right. After I place this floor, we can go look at another house. I just want to get some. I feel like breaking it up a little bit, it makes it more interesting because then nobody has to sit here and watch me build for 2 hours, but no one has to watch only tours. Oh, the corpses are chilling because this was previously a different build entirely. This used to be a build of orcs attacking. I'll move them out of the way. Orcs attacking wood elves and setting the entire village on fire. And I didn't want to entirely get rid of the build, so I just stuck it, like moved them back here. So we'll just throw them over here. But it's like, I don't want to destroy my build, but it's not. It's not going to live that way. I don't know. I got to figure out that wall in a little bit. I shouldn't have put the ivy up yet because the ivy is confusing as hell because of the hitbox on it. But there you go. There's going to be more trees along here as well. That might even be what I do next after. It's just I wanted to get started on this portion. So let me get to the next house, which would be, let's do Maggie Mae's Psijic. And I will be right back again. Sorry. Too much coffee, but there's never too much. Alright. Maggie Mae. Maggie Mae. Alright. And I wrote for this, there's a freestanding somewhere in here. Maybe it's gone? No, 589 out of 700 items. Oh, there it is. So here's this middle portion that I wish more people would use up high. Isn't it pretty? Gives you a nice view. Oh, I don't know what Maggie May's stream name is. It might be the same, but she's a streamer. And you should follow her if you like her build, which I think it's hard not to like her build. It's very pretty. And we'll go down this way. How do I get over there? Looks like from the water, maybe? Oh no, I can go this way. So here's a little resort type thing by the side of the water, made out of limestone shelves, if I'm not mistaken, possibly coral, and they made a tiny little pool out of it, and you could just sit here. And this is one of those builds that make you want to actually be there. And here's some beach chairs. This is another way you can make a beach chair. Take two of them, put them on angles like that, and you've got a beach chair. And then I'm a little confused by the build, but that's okay because it means you wander around a little bit more, finding what's where. Am I going? No, there. All right, and so we have a beach fire. And a bar. Whee! And I missed. Uh-oh. I got eated. Try this again. Without the being eated portion. Nom stabby. Maybe they like potatoes. Jerks. That's how do you get on that? Oh, this way. Okay, I see it. This is a kind of complicated layout. Here we go. This way I won't get eated.
Gonna try again.
Okay. Thank you. And up we go to this freestanding portion by the fire with a bedroom and a garden and a beautiful view. Honestly, like, you should definitely consider building out over the water in Psijic. It's got just a stunning view, and it's just being over the water is such a nice thing. And then we've got a tent, an orcish tent, and where you do your laundry, of course. And I think that this is it for this portion of the house. I don't know if they put anything in the house, but we can see. I'm gonna have to go soon to, I haven't done any of my morning, like, real work. Nope, this is empty. Okay. So that was a beautiful freestanding. Let's do another really small one and then we'll be done, I think. What's small? We have Kazitha's Slee Creek. And that's what we'll end on. And for this I wrote cool treasure. I'm not sure what that means, but that's okay. Okay, so here we are. Look at that. That's clever. Never seen anybody do that. Oh, wow. This is not normally here, this patio portion. I suppose they just took the stones and buried them in that pattern, but it's gorgeous. And a little bit of aquatic stuff over here. Treasure, lots of treasure. And it looks like Tiffus is inventorying the treasure. I love that view. That's interesting. They put a tent out there. That tent is not normally there. Somebody put it outside of bounds of the house to give you something to look at. That's pretty cool. And this is the interior. Very Red Guardian. With all of the red. Looks like some gambling going on. In the bedroom. Details. Nice details. Very pretty. So really a home, you know. This is a treasure. Oh, look at putting those statues up there. They go, really. Which is kind of interesting because I never know where to put them, but they really do go. All right, folks. Those are from a pack. I think they're from the Hughes Bane pack, if I remember correctly, which I may not. J-Heart's streaming right now, so I will probably drop you off there, and you can always just, you know, if that's not your thing, you can always leave. But thank you for watching. And we're going to do J-Heart, and I will catch y'all later. Eek! A mouse!
I'm just trying to stay focused right now. This is scary. The plan. Stavity, Doom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. With that big raid, thank you so much.